this. What is good? What is good, YPG fam? I hope you guys can hear me. Please let me know that you can hear me. What's most important? I know that everything was muted here. Oops, that's my phone. Okay, so I know you guys can hear me. We have obviously one more Vibe clock that's going to be awesome for you guys. Something special, something that's going to keep us going. And by the way, for those who don't know, last week we were meant to have the challenge of the Titans. Let me just move my mic here a bit. We were meant to have the challenge of the Titans, as you're going to see it on your screen right now. However, as per what I agreed with the coordinators, in order for us to accommodate both the Viber clock as well as for us to be able to accommodate the battle. Remember, the battle last week was an hour long. So we don't want to have that whole mixture going on, an hour long of that and then an hour of the Viber clock, or having to kill the essence of the Viber clock. We agreed that Saturday, 7 p.m., will be the Viber clock, as usual, standard format. And then on Sunday, also 7 p.m., because last week you guys were here connected with us, 7 p.m., and it was awesome to see the participation. We had the participation of our fam from the Holy Ground in Soweto, and we had the participation of our fam from Park Station. Well, the Holy Ground took it. They made sure, to kill it. They made sure to take it. Park Station also had some powerful shots taken on them. But unfortunately, unfortunately for them, what the votes were all inclined towards, Holy Ground, and that's what happened. But it was awesome. So tomorrow we are going to be back with another intriguing challenge. And our fam, both from Western Cape and KZN, I'm amped for it. I cannot wait for it. The arm that you see right here is Tali, who's, I don't know if she's trying to hide from you guys, but she is here. Now she's moving things because she's the one who's controlling today here. So, Tali, either you show yourself or you show your arm. One of the two, your arm is showing either way. She's trying to hide. But, anyways, yeah, put the poster there. There we go. So, as you guys can see what's going on, there in the Morrows at 7 p.m., make sure that you guys don't stay out. Make sure that you guys don't miss out, because what we're going to have is going to be indeed and surely special. I am not going to miss this one for anything. So in the Morrows at 7 p.m., you guys have an appointment back here for us to see who of the two are going to take the crown, the trophy. The one trophy, I'm going to take it with me in the Morrows there to the Holy Ground to give it to the YPG fam there. Officially, their trophy is going to them. And then between our Western Cape or our KwaZulu-Natal fam, we are going to also give them their one. We're going to send it to them. Nothing that a young Korea guy can't deal with, and we won't be able to send it through to them. Okay, so today I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to waste much time, not much time with the music and so forth. But I am going to start by answering the three questions which I received. I did not have a chance to go through them, but I do want to read them and answer them, and I hope I'll be able to assist or help you guys with anything. And right after that, we have one more couple, since I know you guys love the indabas and how the stories go around, the love stories here in the YPG. We have one more couple who are going to shortly join us live from Northwest, and they are going to be sharing with us a little bit about their story. Now, I'm going to just open here the questions. The first question goes as follows. I struggle with procrastination, which causes me to put off most of my work until the last minute. How does one deal with procrastination? Well, for those who don't know, procrastination is doing later what I could actually do now. I can say that I've been, for a good part, a good chunk of my life, a victim of procrastination until I got myself in trouble a few times. Tali, next to me here, being my witness, me finding myself in situations in which I did not have to go through such, but I did. I put myself under a lot of pressure, and I can repeat, in trouble because of procrastination. And I do believe that if you ever want to improve yourself, you understand the power of the importance, rather, of the room for improvement. And if you want to improve, it's understanding that there are certain things that can't wait, but you need to start now. There's certain things that I can't do later on. There's certain things which I can't wait to do after. The importance of that thing is now and now and now, and trying to do it later is simply going to be have a negative connotation to it, will drag a negativity towards it. Because here's how it goes. If I am going to do later what I can do now, if later on something else comes, I'm going to accumulate. And at the end of the day, there's always unfinished business. It's you understanding that you are lacking a special amount of dedication and drive towards conquering something. Procrastination impedes you because you cannot succeed in everything if you're not prepared for everything. As the saying goes, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And procrastination comes with the lack of planning, because that's you thinking that you're always going to have time, or doing things last minute and thinking that's going to be fine. And you forget that there are always things which will hinder you somewhere, somehow. For example, if it is an hour's drive from here to where you are, and I need to get to where you are, and agreed that at 8 p.m. I need to be there. If it's an hour's drive, I need to plan ahead and tell myself I need to leave before that, because there could be traffic. Oh, but PJ, traffic on a Saturday evening. Well, if there's a car crash, maybe the highway can get congested, and there will definitely be. We were coming back from Holy Ground today, Soweto, and one of the exits, the on ramps on the highway was closed off. There was a police line there saying "Do not cross there," and we could not go past there. So it just goes to show that it's a Saturday, but there was traffic. So if you procrastinate, opportunities are also missed. There are many opportunities which we throw away in our lives because we decide to procrastinate, because we decide to do later what we can do now. You are not planning ahead. You are not thinking about later on. You're only thinking about now, and you're not being a visionary, which is going to be what we're going to talk about shortly. The second question is, I'm going to answer the second one lastly because I like it. I like it. There's actually more than three questions here today. I want to answer. I might answer just four. I will see. The second one goes, how do you overcome social media addiction? I think with any addiction, as they say, the first thing is admitting that you have an addiction. The fact that you're asking how to overcome this addiction is because you realize that it's an addiction. Secondly, it's that you are not placing objectives or strength in the objectives you have to conquer in your life. You want to do something, but you don't want it as much as you want to stick to doing on social media. I want you to do this and ask yourself, what do you benefit from the time you are spending on social media? What do you benefit from the time you were wasting doing the things which you were doing? What are you benefiting out of that? What are you enjoying? What are you conquering out of that, as opposed to what you could be doing? I mean, in the sense like, so I spend an hour here on my cell phone watching reels or watching useless videos, whereby there's a book which I need to study for an exam or for a specific subject in which I know that I'm not doing too well in that subject. I could improve in that subject. I could improve in certain things. I could improve in helping myself to become a better person, whether it is in leadership, whether it is in my health, whether it is in relationships or my spiritual life, whatever it is. Look at yourself and ask yourself, where could you be? Take an hour of every day, even if it's just Monday to Friday, an hour of every day, that would be 5 hours in a week, times that by 4 in a month, which means you would have, how do I say, 5 times, right? So that would be 5 times 4, so 5, 10, 15, 20. That would be 20 hours in a month. 20 hours times, we are in which month? The 10th, right? So 200 hours. How much could you have learned? How much could you have improved on something? Weigh that, put it on a scale, and ask yourself, where am I gaining and where am I losing? What am I benefiting out of the time that I'm spending here unnecessarily here on this social platform, whereby I could be learning something which could be making me a better person? Use it. It's going to work for your benefit. The other question goes as follows. How would you deal with a certain module at school that goes against your beliefs, but you have to pass that module? I remember when I was in matric and we had to study evolution. I did a stupid thing where I completely didn't bother studying at all. I ignored and bunked. Well, I was very naughty, so I bunked life sciences in order for me not to learn that. And that was the worst subject in high school, whereby life science was one of my strongest subjects, but I had it amongst the worst. I think my mark with her was about the 50 something, 60 something. It was not more than 60%. And I remember how upset I was because of that, because I completely decided not to. And that was because it was against my belief. Although I was not really serious in my spiritual life, but it was against my belief. But at the end of the day, I missed out. I missed out on precious marks. I could have just studied that, not really bothered. I could have just let it go in and go out. Go in for the exam, write it, and let it go out the other side. So I don't think you should be taking into consideration what you're going to learn. Not everything we learn are we going to practice. Not everything that we learn at school is it going to be useful in our lives. How many things change? How many years were we taught that Pluto was a planet until they said, no, it's no longer a planet, it's actually a star. And today there are 8 planets and not 9 planets. What did that change in my life? It was just simple knowledge which we received and pretty much changed nothing, nothing at all. So I think that's the kind of mindset you need to have. Let it go in, write the exam, let it go out. I hope that helps you. And don't let it obviously affect your beliefs. I would not even research deeper into it. If I realize that this is detrimental to my faith, to my belief, to my morals, to my principles, to my values, right, and get out of there. The last one, I left it as last because I found it an interesting. Oh no, there are two more. There are two which I found very interesting, but I'm gonna do this one here. Can we consider forex trading as a side hustle? I'm going to be honest, I don't know much about forex trading, but I do know that there is a lot of scams behind it. I repeat, I don't know much about it, but I do know that there are lots of scams behind it. And interesting enough, on my social platforms, and interesting even more is the one of the YPG, the pages. There are always guys asking for forex trading, and if you want to learn forex, we can make you rich. And I personally like to reply to them and say, I'm not interested in the least of your money or making that. What matters to me is changing the lives of young people. So please don't bother. But I think I think it's something I won't be able to answer directly because I don't know it. But there are a lot of negative connotations to it, which I really, really think you should be careful with it. There are a lot of it. I mean, if people are so honest and sincere with forex trading, why do they have so many catfish profiles? And I see a lot of them. You know, the person looks, they're in a yacht, they're in a fancy whip, they are in a beautiful house, they're in this and that, and only to realize that's not even a real person. It's just a lot of fake stuff. And then see these low res pictures that they post are uploaded with a lot of money. I think it's kind of weird. And anything that comes too easy, we should be skeptical about it. Anything that's too easy, you just got to do this here, just a few clicks and you'll be rich. Since when is the world that easy? Since when does everybody just care? I think there's always a catch to it. This easy money and stuff. Karabo just asked, PJ, is forex trading gambling? I repeat, Karabo, I don't know much about the forex trading. I do think maybe it is. I repeat, excuse my ignorance, and really I like to read these questions live so that it's not premeditated. But allow me to actually do my research on it. I'll do it just so that I can give you guys a better answer for it. But I repeat, well, there's a lot of easy stuff. Like all of a sudden, hey, I'm here for you. It's kind of like we were talking one of these days in here in the office on our media team, and we were talking about the different scams. You guys, I'm sure you can share a few of those scams which happen. Here in Joburg, they have one where somebody will drop money, and somebody will be next to you and say, "Listen, let's go take that cash. Let's grab that cash. Shh, don't tell anybody we grab that cash. It's like a stash of money like this." And the person will say, "Okay." And then they'll be like, "Okay, you take the money and you count it. I'm going to go around the corner there. You go around there and you count it." And the person will leave and they'll say, "Wait, but for you to actually count it, how do I know you're not going to trick me? Give me your phone as a guarantee, as a deposit to make sure that you're not going to run away with this cash." And when the person goes to count the cash, they find out it's fake cash and your phone is gone. That's a scam. That's the kind of stuff that happens a lot. So we need to understand that there are lots of scams. What's the idea behind a scam? Money. People just want to make money. So you thought you were going to get that money easily just because somebody dropped a roll of cash. If there's a roll of cash, I think somebody would tie it to their pants in such a way that it wouldn't be easy, especially if you live in a place called Jozi. You're not going to take chances like that. So it's just a matter of thinking. It's too easy. Somebody just comes to you and says, "I got a job offer for you." Be careful, especially for those of you who are ladies. It's very common for these easy job offers to come where people have a side idea behind that easy job. You're young, you're beautiful, you're pretty, you're intelligent. Maybe you didn't use your intelligence in this case and you allow yourself to be misled towards a direction which will get you in big trouble in your life in general. I've seen others who fall into the trap where people will say to them, "You're going to take this delivery, you're going to get to go and meet overseas," not knowing that you're being a mule carrying drugs. You get caught, nobody even knows who you are. So I think anything that comes too easy, we need to be wise, we need to be intelligent, we need to be very, very cautious because these things which come easy, I don't think anything in life comes easy. We say life is tough. Yes, life is tough. That's the standard of life. It's being tough. And when things are too easy, cock your eyebrow and be very skeptical about it. Sinovuyo says, very weird when they follow you on IG. Remember, Akona, when they used your account and they even added the Bible verse. If I didn't log in early that day, imagine what would have happened. Forex and J, it shows that someone is anxious for money, not far from gambling. In fact, it is gambling. Thank you so much for that. Slindiwe says, easy come, easy go. Geletz also said the very same thing. Easy come, easy go. Zanele says, when called for an interview, Google search the address and check reviews prior going. Very good observation. Be very careful. Do the reviews, do the checks. Maybe go to the place even before, check the place around, what's actually going in. Guys, don't be, naive to such things. There are evil and crazy people around. Tumani says, yeah, it goes two-way. If you play it putting everything on the line, I guess it's wrong, and making it easy, it's not the catch. Rulani says, PJ, is it wrong to have a crush? Oh my goodness, here we go. We'll come back to that one. I still have one more here to answer. Kolelo says, there was a module that disregarded marriage. I'd write the assignment, but at the end or conclusion, I'd share my view or opinion on that specific topic. It works for me. I totally agree. We're going to shortly have this wonderful couple joining us here. And we've been putting the couples here to make you guys understand that we as the YPG are 100% in favor of the correct way, the correct mean of love life. Rolani was asking, is it wrong to have a crush? There was no way that I was going to be married to my wife if I didn't have a crush on her, whether in the beginning or eventually. And the couple that's coming, one had a crush on the other. Maybe the one had and the other didn't have, or vice versa. It doesn't matter. But eventually there was a crush involved. So is it wrong to have a crush? Then we're all wrong here. I think that answers your question. But we'll talk about that shortly as well. I think, Tali, we need to take a day just for this aspect here. Because every time when we unlock this can of It's not worms, but of love life. Everybody want to come with their things here. You see, they're gonna take notes when Jose and his wife start talking. They're gonna start taking notes here and be like, "Oh, we want to see." Oh, like the other one who said he was asking. Huh? They went to the other branch. Then they're going to start doing it. More Blessing says, true. Let us be vigilant, and those shortcut things are always scam to be safe. Let us search before we go to interviews also. That's it, 100%. The last question I'm going to answer for today, I kind of like this question. It's interesting. Are looks important in dating? Are looks important in dating? I want to know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? I want to hear it from you guys. I think I want to go for a short break. My lips are super dry. I really need to put this here on my lips. But I want to hear it from you guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this, what you guys would answer in my place. Are looks important in dating? So you like someone, you're interested in someone, or you want to date someone, then you realize looks is that important. Wait for it. I'm going to answer it just now. We're going to be right back. Go. Total on mute. I think it's going through either way. My mic should be. Okay. Okay. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Um, sorry, guys. I don't know why it's not playing the music here, but that's the least of our issues. The least of our issues. I want to go through the comment section here. See, when we go into these topics, into these subjects, it gets interesting. Sorry, there are two mouses here. Dali's my DJ here for the day, guys. Marry someone who can be your DJ. Let me just scroll up. Somebody says it's a tricky question. Others say it's a trick question. They're not important as long as you're comfortable. Go for it. Manga Mashle says it. Let me see. Samantha says they are not. They are, but it's not supposed to be a priority. It's second. The priority should be the person's spiritual life and how their character is. This is just my take. Snetemba says very tricky. Miranda says this is a very important question. Chris Banda says tricky, tricky. Why is it a tricky question, guys? Why is it so tricky? Mathera says no, they are not important. What is important is what is inside, who that person is not is. Okay, you kind of killed me there. I need that comma there. You didn't put a comma there, please. Who that person is, not how he or she looks, appearance or looks. Spelele says we can't go a mall holding hands with personality. Wow, Spelele. Wow, that is so savage. Wow, that is so savage. My goodness. Wow, you guys are savage. There's an expression that they use. They say, I want to die being your friend. I really want to die being your friend. Wow. No ways, guys. Y'all need to change. What? That is so savage. Limnandi says, hard question to solve. Is it a hard question to solve? Temelisha says, definitely looks are important because how can you spend your whole life with someone that you don't even find attractive? Because if you guys please use commas, my goodness, y'all kill me here. Because if you find someone attractive, it will then increase the love that you guys are going to sit together and for years and years and years and years and years and years. Okay, my goodness. Okay. I feel sorry for that guy. Well, at least it's going to be for years and years and years and years and years, you know? Yes, they are to a greater extent. Ntombentle says, IG Too Short says they're not important because the person might be beautiful but have the ugliest personality, while the one you don't find attractive has a generous personality. Too Money says, I think, yeah, looks do matter because, I mean, come on. You can end up with looking at someone, but above all, the heart, as God sees. I don't know how to say that name. Ndaha. I'm going to say Shia. That's the last name that's there. Rana Shia says, where are you? Oh, come on. I took all of that time just to read. She's asking a friend. Kwalani says, Welele PJ, looks are important. Look are important. Look important. That one, please. Imagine walking with he or she is beautiful inside in the mall. No, you guys, my goodness. I'm going to read. My goodness, you guys are just savage. It's tricky because we have families that literally laugh at you, Garava says. Look, people, let me go. Some of y'all got it spot on. This one of the mall just finished me. Some of you guys got it spot on. It definitely isn't. I don't think it should be the deal breaker. Here and there should be certain things which you're going to like or dislike naturally. But without a doubt, what good is it for you to have the most beautiful person who, when he or she opens their respective mouths, there's only sewage coming out? Excuse my expression, but there's only sewage. It's like a gutter there. Think about that. Because no matter how beautiful that person may be on the outside, and okay, you're going to the mall to show off your beautiful girlfriend or your a handsome boyfriend, but when they open their mouth to speak, there's absolutely no content whatsoever. I want you to think about that. I repeat, it's not that you're not going to look at that. I mean, if you don't like somebody, when it comes to the attraction, physically, just remember that that person's going to age. I see my wife as the most beautiful woman, but she's not going to be like this forever. She's going to start having wrinkles and she's going to start having white hair. And, this beautiful face is not going to be beautiful forever. Because as one of the commentators here mentioned, our comments people here said, for years and years and years and years and years. Yeah, but as those years go by, the looks go by. Bye-bye. The looks, they go. So if what that person has inside, imagine having a person who's now One was once upon a time beautiful. When you were walking in the mall, she was beautiful, but then you put up with her because inside it's a gutter. So now you've got two minuses there. You got the minus with the personality, and you got a minus because you can no longer walk in the mall with that person because she's no longer a plus. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna change that person? What you think? You think relationship is like socks? Oh, today's a new day. I changed the socks. No, that's not relationship. My goodness, this is like therapy of love here. Goodness, every time we go into this love life thing, Tali, my goodness. Anyways, Motang says, I'm sure Mrs. PJ is blushing at this moment. Yeah, maybe, maybe. I don't know. I didn't see when she was blushing. She's smiling this side. She does not want to be on camera here today. And Kolelo is saying therapy of love promo is needed specifically for the YPG Betuna Ndabona. I fully agree. So just remember that as the years go, the looks will also be gone. You know, I know it. One day I'm gonna have white hair. One day, I mean, my dad is bald. He's got the mpandlana. Many people say that I'm going to have it. I say that I'm not gonna have that inheritance. I'm going to have hair, but one day it's going to be white. I mean, the skin is gonna start fading. I hope it doesn't happen anytime soon. I'm hoping, guys. But it's going to happen. And some of you are like, I'm still young. I'm at 2K. Wait till you hit 21. After 21, the years accelerate. You're going to understand that. Sindiso says, looks don't matter, but then the inner of that person matters as beauty fades, and that person ends up like a granadilla, wrinkles. Yeah, exactly, like a granadilla. Exactly. It's all you got those funny things. That's how you ladies want to show off your skin. Chummy, chummy, look, I bought the skin product here, L'Oreal, L'Oreal, and then what's this other thing? Pantene. I don't know. Pantene's for the hair. Yeah, that stuff that y'all Dove and blah blah blah. There'll be a day where that's not going to work. What's inside of you is going to work. And just mentioning those of you ladies. I'm sorry. I'm going to be a little bit savage. Those of you ladies who are arrogant, proud, because you think you're too beautiful. Time is going by. The clock is ticking. It's not going to wait for you. Even if you remove the battery from that clock, that one will stop. But all the other clocks around the world will keep going. The sun will say bye bye in that evening and wake up tomorrow morning. Yes, the sun will wake up in the morrows, and that beauty will be fading. So if your arrogance is greater than your beauty, I promise you, you shall be single forever, or that guy who's just the rest will remain with you. I'm sorry, I just had to put it out there. The same goes to the guys who think that it's all about what they have or showing off, or even if it's also about your looks. Bro, you're not going to be good looking forever. And if you're going to make a lot of money, people are only going to be chasing you. The women are only going to chase you because of what you have and not for who you are. Personality is everything. Looks are important, definitely. Definitely, there's certain traits in a woman which I would not marry if my wife had that. But there were also some which I had to make a concession, which were not what I was looking for. But she had it, and I'm like, it's okay, because what was inside of her was greater than what was on the outside. Okay, so hey,
The more you know the person, even though the builds fade, but you think that person is even more beautiful.
exactly. I wake up, I find my wife is more beautiful every single day, and I am sure that this wonderful couple that's going to be joining us here right now, Josi and my apology, I don't remember his wife's name. They're going to tell us right now, the ones that you see on your screen right now, this beautiful couple that's on our screen right now, they are going to tell us, they are going to share with us that they are going to talk to us about it, and they are going to tell us a little bit about how they met. As you can see, they are our wonderful coordinators doing an amazing work in the Northwest, specifically the Rustenburg area. I think there's not a week where Jose does not pester me or ask me for something or that kind of stuff, which makes me so happy to know that there are coordinators who just want, things to be done. And I'm sure that if it's not his wonderful wife by his side pushing him, being on his case, whether being the accelerator or being the brakes, sometimes the handbrake to stop and tell him to tone it down, it doesn't matter. But that important woman in your life is important. And yes, how are you people doing today? Talk to me. Wait, I can't hear you guys. Tell us. We want to know, how did you guys meet? Going straight to the point, guys. Sorry, guys, just a second. Apparently, they can't hear you online. I don't know why. What is going on here with the system here? What did they do? Can they hear now? Can you speak? If not, what I will do, I will put the speaker here. Let's put my mic up, and then they'll hear via the speaker. Just a second, guys. Just a second. What's a Viber clock without a couple of glitches? What's a Viber clock? Yes, yes, we get you. We can't hear anything. We see. We see. We're working on it. I'm going to put it right here. Okay, Josi, go ahead and speak. Josi, they still can't seem to hear you. They still can't seem to hear you. Let's do this. I'm going to call you on your phone there. Can I want you guys to stay on the video, but if you can, maybe your wife or you, one whoever's phone is not connected now, if you can just call me straight here on WhatsApp, and then we'll hear you from here. I want to make sure that they see you physically, and that yes, guys, I see it. Is it not the red mic in the mixer? I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's because we're using a different system here. So yeah. But Jose, you can call me. Call me meanwhile, as we try to see why the sound is not going out. I don't know if somebody can just text Nicholas and find out. I don't know. We are using a different kind of setup here. So we're trying to sort that out. Jose, as soon as you call me, they can hear me, right?
Yes.
They can hear me. Okay. Because it's showing the output here. I don't know what's going on. I was playing around with it as well before. Let me go to my full screen, and then as soon as they call me, we will. As soon as they call me, then we will sort it out. It was working. Sipo says, is it not the red knob on the mixer? Which one? Because that's number 7. Which one is this? It's this one. Because I can hear them. I can hear them clearly. Josi, can you speak? Okay, let's see what's going to happen online, because I can hear you perfectly. Oh, yeah, sorry, my phone is on Do Not Disturb. He's trying to call me. Okay, you can. I got you. I got you. Okay, doesn't matter, guys. There we go. There we go. Can you hear me now? But you need to mute the mic from Ecamm. Just mute it on Ecamm on the app, so that we. I don't know if they could hear me now. Yes, now I can hear you. Let's put you all there. Okay. Okay. Should we, should we resume? Yes, please. Okay. Yeah. Shooting straight to the point. There was this event of the YPG in the church. So it was a beauty contest. So and my wife was a judge. So to be honest with you, PJ, I saw a panel of judges, no? But I don't remember any of them. I only remember this beautiful woman because I looked at. So everybody else was looking at the contestants. Jose decides to look at the judge. Yes, I suppose. I guess. And what happened? I don't know if the sound is good. There's a bad signal. Yeah. Let me see what's going on here. Something's wrong here.
I think they have to reduce your volume.
I think you have to reduce my volume. Just mute your mic. Okay. Okay, there we go. Guys, it's going south here today, but we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Yes, Josi. So, as we heard, so the instead of you looking at looking at the beauty contestants, you were looking at the judge. And then what happened? Okay, unmute. Don't forget to unmute your mic. I don't know why we're having feedback. Do you have earphones that you can put on? Although never mind, then the earphones we won't hear you guys. No, we will actually. Yeah, you can put the earphones if you have. If you have. Guys, give us a break. Give us a break. I'm not going to stop until we get this right. I'm going to make a quick call and find out why the sound is not going through because everything is showing fine for me, but there's something wrong. Allow me to go for a quick break. You might just see the banner there, chilling, no problem. We're going to be right back. That's why we couldn't have the battle today. It's all good. No stress. I'll be right back. I will be right back. We stay winning, guys. I told y'all that we would win. Josi, just unmute your mic on eCam. You won't need the call here anymore. It should work now. Will work now. I'm laughing already at this comment section here. You can unmute your mic. As soon as you unmute on your side, we should be getting sound on our side. Have you unmuted? Because I know you guys were listening to the song. So if you could hear the song, then you could hear. Did you unmute your mic? It's not muted. It's not muted. Have you unmuted on your side? Is it? Try to go out and come back in again. But I know that you guys can hear the music. As long as you could hear the music, that means that I think I fidgeted with the settings here before. I was trying to do something here, and then something happened and everything went south. But that's the least of my problems. We're going to get it right, okay? Josi, it says you are in the guest room. I don't know why this thing can get really, really, really complicated. Okay. Try to speak there, please, Josi. It tells me that your mic is muted. It tells me that your mic is muted. Let's check it now. As soon as your mic is unmuted, then we'll be able to proceed. Nothing. Is it showing your mic there? I can't hear you at all. I don't know why there was so much feedback as well when we were doing this. We tested before. Everything was all right. They went out again. Guys, just bear with us for a second. We're going to get it right here. Get it right just now. They're back in here. They're back in here. I don't know why it is showing that, because I could hear them just a while ago. Still nothing. Is there nothing there that allows you to unmute your mic? Nothing that allows you to unmute your mic. Okay. Nothing. Okay, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to carry on with what we have here. Then when we go for another break, I'll try to fix this here. I want to carry on. And worst case scenario, I'll just call them. We'll disconnect here. Then we'll call them and we'll speak to them. It's not a problem, or we can bring them here tomorrow. But I'm interested in this story because his wife, then not wife, was a judge and of a beauty contest. He decides that he does not want the contestants, and he's looking at the judge. Those of you who were invited in the YPG to judge, Capella, be careful, because they they might have something at it. Okay, it's showing me here that I don't know why. I really don't know why. I don't know why. Let me do something else here. We'll carry on. Then I'm going to come back to you guys. We'll leave it for last. We'll make it work no matter what happens. I want to talk about this right here, which you guys are going to see on your screen right now, which is so important in our lives. We were talking about betting. No, it's not about betting or horse racing, but it's actually about that thing which you see around the eye of that horse. That white and blue thing there. Just think about it. Look at that thing. Look at this random item, which pretty much looks just like more like a decoration than anything. It's like a decoration. It doesn't look like it's something we need. Doesn't look like, but it has an interesting and important factor in the life of that race. Horse race or racing horse. If you notice, it's covering the side of the eye, specifically that area where the side of the eye is. You will notice how the eyes of the horse is on the sides. So obviously it can see easily what's on that side, not like our eyes, which is just in front. And as most of you guys are saying it here, it has to do with focus. It has to do with keeping the eyes of the horse in the same direction the whole time. And this has a lot to do with our lives because we are in a race. We're constantly racing. We're constantly trying to achieve something in our lives. We're constantly trying to get somewhere in our lives. And that is specifically for the horse not to look sideways and get distracted by the other horses, which is on its side when it's racing. But to keep its eyes focused on the finish line ahead and do its best to be the fastest horse in that race. What is the race that you are running? What is the race which you want to win? You need one of that in your life. We all need one of that in our lives, especially in the time and age in which we are so easily distracted by so many things. You don't have to get out of your house to be distracted. Inside of your house, with something as simple as this. Remember, there was a question of how to overcome the addiction for social media. Here's one of the greatest factors, the greatest contributors of distractions. And there are many. It might not be this. It might be boyfriend. It might be a girlfriend. It might be a friend. It might be. There's so many distractions in this world, and each and every one of them become an obstacle for us to reach our objective and pass through that finish line. What has been your distraction? What has been impeding you from getting where you should be getting? I've seen talented youth far away from their dreams. I've seen talented youth who are supposed to be so far in their lives, far ahead, so distant from the average youth, but they are far below the average youth, not because they lack talent, not because they're not intelligent, but because of one simple thing: because they allow themselves to get distracted. What has been your distraction? I can't tell you. I can throw in a few examples. I gave the example of the phone. It could be games. It could be anything simple. Like I said, games. I mean, what is wrong with a game? But maybe you're so addicted, you get so caught up with that, but you don't even notice that you're allowing something so simple to destroy you. It could be a crush you have on someone, a friendship, friends who don't have the same objective you have. And because of that, they don't want to reach. They've given up on their dreams. And so they don't want you to reach yours. And it's not that they're cruel people or people with a bad intent. But the problem is they don't believe in their dreams. Why should you believe in yours? They don't believe that they can make it. Why should you make it? So I want you to stop and I want you to think about this. I want you to actually reason. Where do you want to get? And what are the things which have been distracting? Because maybe this is exactly what you need. The blinker, they call it. Maybe that's exactly what you need in your life, is a blinker to show to you where you should be looking. That blinker might be your YPG mentor telling you where you should look. That blinker might be your teacher telling you that you need to focus and study more. That blinker might be your mom and your dad telling you that the decisions, the friends whom you are chilling with or hanging around with aren't being positive in your life, but you are allowing yourself to get so distracted. And then you wonder, why do I not reach my dreams? Why do I not reach my objective? Why don't I get to where I want to get? Simple. You're distracted. You're not looking in the direction you should be looking. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. And I want to remind you that in the morrows we're going to have, I didn't share it yet with the coordinators. I'm going to share it as soon as we're done here, that tomorrow's theme is going to be DM. What does that DM stand for? Direct message? Well, you guys are going to have to join us at any YPG hangout for you guys to know what exactly it's all about. All right? We're going to go for one more break. And when we come back, I hope we'll be able to sort out this issue here with our guests. We will be able to, trust me. And when we come back, we're going to carry on with the interview. And not forgetting that in the morrows at 7 p.m., we're going to be back with the challenge between Western Cape and KZN. And in this break, I'm going to be showing to you guys what exactly they're going on about. What do they have to talk about this challenge? Get yourselves ready, and let's see what they have to talk about. I'm going to be right back.
What up, YPG fam? My name is Soso.
What's up, YPG? It's Laurentia here.
My name is Ntogozo, all the way from KZN. Listen, Apelele here from KZN.
Stay tuned for the Clash of the Titans.
Stay tuned, because all I gotta say to you is stay tuned for the Clash of the Titans, because by the time you are done, Western Cape is gonna be using their capes to wipe their tears.
Western Cape, you're about to fall short because we're about to take the cape out of you.
We're gonna drive Western Cape's Atlantic Ocean because it's unbelievable.
Can you guys hear me clearly? Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
we
Jane
can.
can hear you.
Great, great. Can you hear them there online? It should be.
Yes.
Okay, superb. I told you that we were going to get it right. We even cut the song. It worked. It worked. It worked. Let us go back to the story. Let us go back to the story. KZN and WC, hold up. We're going to talk about you guys shortly. I know that I'm already late, but we're going to talk about you guys shortly. First, we want to talk to Josi and his wife. So, y'all had an event of the YPG, and in that event, there was a beauty contest. Your wife, not then not wife, was a judge, and you were busy eyeing the judge. My goodness, what is this world turning into? So, 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 what happened from there? Take us from there.
Okay, indeed. And by the way, PJ, my wife's name is Portia.
Portia, my sincerest apologies, Portia. My sincerest apologies. I will not forget
Not a
that.
problem, PJ.
You're forgiven, auntie. Trust me. Yes. And then what happened is yeah, I saw her. I actually I was just staring at her. Um, um, and there was a panel of judges, but I would never tell you who the judges were, who the other judges were. I won't be able to tell you because I was really focusing on her. So,
How old were you?
and
How
first
old were you? How old were you?
I was 26. I was 20. I was 10, 26, if I'm not mistaken.
I was
1.
21.
And she was 21.
Okay.
Yes, and then what happened? First forward, I noticed her, but I did not speak to her. And I saw her. There was a day I was going home, and the taxi was passing by, and I saw her. I saw her, and I wanted to stop the taxi because I wanted to speak to her. Because now, every time when she would come to the church, she comes with her family. She comes with the entire family, like the entire squad, Bafana Bafana squad. So, so there was no chance for me to could have said, I would like to say, where do you know? There was no
Does she have
chance.
brothers? Does she have brothers?
Yes, she
Okay, now I
is.
understand. Now we understand. Okay, the whole squad, the brothers. Now we understand.
Yeah, maybe she want to share what how she noticed me.
Okay, PJ. There was one Sunday. Uh, I think it was his first Sunday in Rustenburg because he was coming that side of Joburg. So he was not serving. He was sitting down. So I was sitting at the back. So I noticed him because the way he was dancing, he was, you know, active, active. Then the next Sunday, I saw him again. He was wearing an assistant uniform. So I was like, oh, that guy. Then he was sitting. Yeah, now he's an assistant. Okay. Then one day I was from work. Then I didn't know that he was staying where I was staying, near where I was staying. So I passed where he was staying. Then we met. Then I greeted him. Then he greeted me as well. He was happy to see me. Hey, I didn't know you were staying that side.
Oh,
Blah
of
blah
course he
blah.
was happy. Of course he was happy.
Yeah, yes, yeah. I was very excited, PJ. I was very happy, and I started. I wanted to calculate my moves, how I was going to make my moves, because we just created each other. Now I'm calculating my moves. Okay, this is how I calculate it. I looked at the time that I bumped into her. Hey, PJ, for about a good 4 days, I did not see her at the time. So I think I miscalculated. so so I stood there around that time and said, no, she's going to pass by this time. No, she didn't. I said, no, I'll see her at the church. At the church, it was the usual thing. I could not speak to her as I wanted to. But now, FNB Stadium came 2010. We went to FNB Stadium. There was a chance.
Oh, wow. Talk about a throwback.
I'm telling you.
Moral of the story: church events.
Definitely, you will never go wrong. Definitely, church events, because there's time people are more relaxed and people are more
Uh,
open now. So
uh,
that's what I've noticed, because the moment that I spoke to her, of course she knew me, and I asked for her number, and she gave me her number, and I promised to call her. Then I called her. We started talking, and I eventually I gave her my vision. I told her my intention. What my intention.
oh my
Uh,
goodness. You
and,
gave her your vision. I like that. You gave her your vision. I like that.
yeah, tell her, we used to say in YPG that to be young is to be a visionary. So we are young, we visionary. So then,
Okay.
yes, fast forward, and but then I spoke to the pastor. I said, "There's a lady that I really liked," and the pastor knew her very very well. And the pastor said, "You still ask him? You can go." And then I proposed her, and we started dating. Though it really took long. It took about 3 months for us to date. So she was
I can
dark
dive.
and diving, dark and diving. So I sometimes days, but it took us about 3 months, and eventually we started dating. And the first thing that she said, PJ, the first thing that she said to me, you know what? I think you are dancing too much in the church.
Oh
maybe,
wow.
maybe,
Too much, DJ. He was too much.
maybe you should come down a bit. But then I took the advice, honestly.
oh
He was
yes,
too
you did.
much. He was too much. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, and then I calmed down a bit, and I started. Actually, I even stopped dancing. Like I honestly I stopped, and I noticed that really I was too much. So she helped me.
Because myself, I'm a calm person. I don't like, So he's too much. He's too much active. So he was too much for me.
Now,
Yeah.
Portia,
So
what was your reaction when Jose approached you?
My reaction was, for me, I didn't see him as someone that I can date. Honestly speaking, I do not see him as someone that I can date. But when time goes on, I started to get his vision, like he said. Yes, I got the spirit, PJ. I got the vision.
but PJ, that process of 3 months, dark and dive, that process of 3 months.
Uh-huh.
I did my best to charm her. I bought her presents. I bought her
What did
gifts.
you get her? What did you get her? We want to hear. They're taking notes here. What did you get her?
Obviously, I bought flowers, I bought chocolates, and I don't know why I did this one, but and I bought those perfume candles. I don't know, and there's a word that I said, but I was childish there. so, so I so I bought that candle. It smells very nice when you light it. And I said to her, because really, PJ, I was going on and on and on, and she just couldn't say yes. Let's do this thing. And I gave her, and I said, please let there be light.
His vision was for there to be light. There had to be
Yeah,
light.
because I really tried so many times. I really tried so many times. So I also had to use my vein again. I had to exercise my vein again. Yes, so, yeah, finally we started dating.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were the tough patches you guys had to face in the process of dating? What were the difficulties?
I won't say there were really difficulties. A bit of challenges were like when we start dating, I see that it's getting serious, but no, I also thought to myself, am I really, really decided? Am I really sure about this woman? Because what Posh used to do when we were dating, she used to disappoint a lot when we would agree to go on a date. So she used to disappoint a lot. She used to say yes, we will go out to the mall and maybe to watch a movie or for lunch. She would agree. Come Saturday, PJ, I know already 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, the SMS come through and say, listen, I'm sorry, I can't make it. Hey, maybe next time. So,
And the reason was I was afraid to ask my parents to go out. Yes, I was just afraid.
Oh,
So I'll
wow.
be at home. I'll be at home.
This story.
So I was afraid to say there's someone that I'm going out with. So no.
yeah, so yeah, those kind of things, and really, I looked and said, but really, it looks like this person is not the one. So those are the a little bit of challenges that I on my side I discovered that this may be a challenge. Maybe she may not be the one.
Mhm.
So there's this one day that she agreed that we would go on a date. Now, PJ, you know the movies they help sometimes. Now I took her to I took her for lunch to a restaurant, and they came um I just wanted to sit down. Actually, I wanted to pull the chair back to sit down for myself to sit down. Guess what happened? As I
No.
pulled back, as I pulled back the chair, she came to sit on that chair. Then I realized, oh my God, this is what I was supposed to do.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
So it was just a coincidence. It was not like I was doing it, I was pulling a chair for her. No, it's not a coincidence.
Then
Then
you
I
just played
remember the
along. Then you just played along like, no, the whole time I was planning to pull this chair for you.
yes. And one thing that I really like, Porsche is a calm person. I told myself that honestly, I'm sorry for the expression, but I don't have better word. But I told myself that I don't want a John Cena kind of person, like a John Cena kind of a woman. That's what I told myself. That is, uh, yes. So that part of her being a calm person, quiet. I really admired that part. I admired that character because I did not want John Cena next to me, honestly. But it was
tell
a beautiful thing.
tell me, how long did you guys date for till you eventually got married?
We
Okay.
dated for 2 years.
Okay. Okay.
We dated for a year. After a year,
We got
we got
engaged.
engaged, and
Yes.
then the following year
Yeah,
we
we
got
got
married.
married.
So you guys got married what, 2012? 2012 to 13?
13.
13.
13.
It's 10
2013.
years now.
Wow. Wow, 10
Yes.
years, the decades together. Decade together. That's decades together. Where's the applaud? I'm looking for the applaud. Where are my sound effects here? There's the applaud here somewhere. Ah, it's disappeared. Never mind. Did you find it, Tali? Oh, Tali found it. It's here. There we go. There we go. In these 10 years, what can you, Portia, and you, Jose, tell the YPG? Obviously, we laugh and many are joking here about taking notes, but we know very well that there is a right way of doing things. There is a proper way of doing things. You guys did not just jump into something. Considering the fact that Portia was mentioning that she was even afraid of telling her parents that, I'm assuming Portia comes from a good family with morals and values. So obviously she was not just one random, excuse my expression, one random chick which you found in the street and you decided, yo, let's hitch, let's do something. but it was something serious. It was something, uh, you know, something for a consistent and serious future. What can you tell those who are watching you today? What are the tips which you can share to those young ones who think, I also want that, and those who are overly excited about actually starting a relationship, but they don't know what's behind the scenes? What can the two of you share with us, Portia and also you, Jose?
And okay, PJ, what I can say is that when you want to date someone, when you want to get the right person, one thing that you should really look at, that we it's always been taught in the church, that the person should be teachable. If if a lady or a guy is not teachable, it's going to be a problem. And that's what I noticed also in my wife when we were dating, because she was not the person that was attending the therapy of love at all. So I'm the one who started motivating her to attend the therapy of love, which she did. And I saw that, wow, she is teachable. She really, she takes advices. So, which is a key. These are one of the things that sometimes sometimes we ignore when a person is not teachable, the person that just don't listen to advices. So, to the young people, this is what you need to look for. If the person is teachable, the person is willing to learn. And one important thing that I did is to wait. Sometimes we want to rush and we put ourselves under pressure because of
Sorry, the taking notes squad, please listen to what he's saying now, because y'all took the notes with all the others. Take notes now. Write it in bold letters and highlight it there. Please say what you were saying again, Jose. Carry on.
the best thing that I did was to wait. And what I want to encourage young people, don't be too hard on yourself. Wait. The right time is going to come. It doesn't mean that when you see your friends posting their girlfriends, their boyfriends on social media, that your time is it's gone. Sometimes you feel like, hey, my time is gone now. It's really gone, and you feel you are under pressure. Just wait in the Lord. That is the best thing to do. That's the best thing ever. Wait in the Lord, and the right time is going to come. You will find.
And definitely to add on what he was saying, God will never disappoint. When you wait on him patiently, so he will never disappoint. Just remain there, serve him with your life. Then you will get your reward. He will never disappoint you. That's the advice that I can give to the young people.
That is simply superb. I think we all had fun hearing your guys' story, and we really appreciate it. You guys have been working with the YPG for how many years now?
Sure, it's been some time.
Sure.
It's been some time. We started off in 2015, but 2015 then we changed and we came back 2016, and right maybe from 2016 for 2 years, and again we went to the teens. Actually, I think there were 3 breaks from 2015. We've been in the youth, but
Yeah.
in between we were coming, going to the PTU, coming back, going to the PT. Yeah.
I, I I I wanted to ask this because, as you guys who are watching can see, Jose and Portia are young, but they're young adults. And oftentimes, many think after a certain age that they are too old for the youth. But today, they are at a perfect time to be able to teach the youth because they've been through much more things. Today, they're much more mature to teach. I don't think Jose dances like he used to dance back in the days.
No, no.
I think he's past that age, that maturity, but he can relate and he can understand guys who arrive today in the YPG with that vibe. So I want to take away the stigma, which many think I'm too old today for the YPG. I'm too old. No, you may be too old to dance. You may be too old to be jumping and doing certain activities, but you're not too old to teach. Or unless if you are the opposite of what he was saying, you're not teachable. People, thank you so much for your time. Please send a huge shout out to the YPG fam there in Rustenburg. Our time is more than over. I was supposed to save your guys' data for tomorrow, but please send that shout out.
Thank you, PJ.
Thank you.
The last one, PJ, when are you coming to Rustenburg? That South Africa is listening.
2024. 2024. 2024.
Amen.
PJ,
Amen.
we'll be
Noted.
there.
Amen.
We will be there.
Amen.
Amen. Noted. Thank you.
Send that shout out. Send that shout out.
I will. Okay.
Come and join us tomorrow, 134 Klopper Street, opposite Magistrate Court at 12:30.
Okay, and also in Brits, we are there. Also in Joberton, in Kanana, Kuma, in Muruleng, in the Tabong, in the Tabile. The vibes are happening in the Northeast.
Okay. There you have it. People, thank you so much. I think, I'm not too sure, but I will let you guys know tomorrow. I think next week's contestant is Northwest. I'm going to confirm here on my list, and I'm going to let you guys know. Who are you guys, by the way, who are you guys supporting between Western Cape and KZN? Who do you think is going to win?
Western Cape.
Capse dance.
Western Cape.
Capse dance.
Okay, we're going to see what's going to be happening in the morrow. So in the morrows, guys, 7 p.m. we're going to be back. Tomorrow there'll be nothing else except the challenge of the Titans. We're going to wrap it up with, once again, the video of the two. We just had this amazing chance next week with here with Josie and Portia. But next week we're going to be back and we're going to have another guest, another couple who's going to be here as guests for us. Okay, tomorrow 7 p.m. we carry on. The trophy, one belongs to Soweto, another one will belong to whoever's going to take it in the morrows. Is it Western Cape or is it going to be KZN? We're going to be having a live chess match here. Live. 10 minutes. Not going to be those long matches, but in 10 minutes, we're going to have a live chess match. And we want to see who's got a grandmaster in chess. Let me be out of here. Wherever you are, whatever you're going through, get in touch with us. You want to DM us, you want to chat to us, just holler at us. The YPG fam is here to listen to you. 0800 330 320. That's our helpline. If you want to chat, you want to conversate, you're going through something, reach out. And in the morrows, anywhere in South Africa, the YPG hangout is there for you. Our hangout is DM. All right. See you all. And let's keep going to another level. We out of here.
What up, YPG fam? My name is Soso.
Your boy Mandy.
My name is Olwetu.
And I'm from the YPG of Western Cape. So I'm just here to say that, YPG of Western Cape, we got this.
I'm pretty sure we got the war cry in the bag.
We have the best chess players that's going to be representing us. And is this going to be easy? Not going to lie to you. Is this going to be something quick, fast?
Western Cape, you know what? I'll take good luck, but you don't need luck, so all the best.
And I just want to wish my Western Cape fam all the best for the challenge of the Titans.
And KZN is a small province, so it shouldn't be difficult to defeat them.
KZN, watch out.
KZN, we got something coming for you.
What's up, YPG? It's Laurentia here.
My name is Ntogozo, all the way from KZN. Listen,
Apelele here from KZN.
Stay tuned for the Clash of the Titans.
Stay tuned, listen, all I gotta say to you is stay tuned for the Clash of the Titans, because by the time you are done, Western Cape is gonna be using their capes to wipe their tears.
Western Cape, you're about to fall short because we're about to take the cape out of you.
We're gonna drive Western Cape's Atlantic Ocean because it's a